Hi guys, welcome to Bookish Shayla and a new series that I want to do. So I have been scrapbooking since about 1998, and it is time for me to go through those old scrapbooks and make sure that things are still sticking down, make sure the story is told, if I can remember the story because that was a long time ago, and just do a little work on them. So I thought I would do a series where I went through my old scrapbooks and fix them, fix the layouts if they need fixed. Like I said, do some journaling if I need to. Looking back now, there are probably some stories that I want to put down that I didn't do so at the time. So I did not pull my oldest scrapbooks. My oldest scrapbooks are before I had kids, were school scrapbooks, and I just don't feel comfortable putting that out there. My students, even though now they're in their probably 30s, 40s, I just don't feel like putting that out there. And then the next, actually my very oldest scrapbook is my wedding album, and yeah, all of these are probably going to be cringy, but that one is especially cringy, and I just don't have it in my heart to go through it. So anyway, so what I'm going to start with is 2001, which is when my son was born. So I am going to get my adhesive, all the adhesives, get my pen, and see what I can do. Now, like I said, guys, these are probably going to be cringy. So I've already noticed that my tag, at least this one, was starting to come up. So let me get that down. A lot of the things in these scrapbooks are from swaps. So you might see some writing on the back of them. Ooh, that needs a little bit of glue too. I'm going to be pulling them out of the pages just because it's easier than keeping them in the book while I'm trying to go through this. So yes, this is the first album of my child, my oldest child. I'm just trying to make sure these are all going to stay. I don't know why this one was coming up and the other ones weren't. I used photo squares, or yeah, I guess that's what you call them, to glue things down. So I'm not sure how well they've stayed glued down. I don't think these were glued to begin with, but I just feel like I probably need to. So there we go. Picture journaling, things are glued down. Let's flip it over. I used to do close to my heart scrapbooks, and so some of these are going to be, I transferred them out, except my school ones, my 8.5 by 11 school ones. So some of these are going to be short. They're not going to be true 12 by 12. I guess I could put it on a piece of paper. Let me see if I have any that matches. Now that I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, I guess that could be something else I do, is the ones that aren't 12 by 12, I could mat. That's what I'm trying to say. If I can find a piece that would look good behind it. I'm doing this off camera because it's easier for me to hold it in my lap and look at the page than it would be to put it out here. But have any of you guys that have been scrapping for a long time done this? It is something, Island Scrapbooker, I think that's her channel. I don't know if she's finished, but she was doing this kind of series, and it just made me think, you know what, I probably need to do that. I've been scrapbooking a long time. Things have really changed. I should probably also go through my old scrapbooks, and I've been meaning to do it for a couple of years now, and I decided, you know what, this year I'm just going to do it. It might take me longer than this year. How about that? It's a little darker, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. And I noticed that my scrapbooks pages are starting to discolor, and that kind of makes me sad. Okay, so let's mat this. Now, it's not going to be on the top. See, you can tell where I've torn it up. Where I pulled it up off those close to my heart pages. Not close to my heart. Creative memories. If I said close to my heart earlier, I hope you know what I meant. Creative memory pages. But like I said, this is something that I will not get through in July. So you'll be seeing it throughout the year. Okay, let's see. I think all of these are glued down pretty well. Okay, and there is journaling. All right, next page. There's another one that I'm going to need to mat, it looks like. Yep. Let me pull out my browns. Maybe if I can find, there we go. If I can find my browns. Could do that and add a little more color because that brings in the colors that they're wearing. I think that's going to be it. Try not to spend too much time thinking about this because we will be here forever. I don't even know if any of you guys want to watch this, but like I said, I just thought it'd be something different. Oh, look, I used a photo play paper, Dream Street. That's a super old paper. Oh, do I have it on the back of something? Oh, I just have it on a piece of white. I think I still want to change that. So I'm going to pull it up. Oh, it is tearing big time. Maybe that's why I just left it on the paper. Oopsie. Okay, we're going to have to do something a little. This is my husband's family. And when my son was born, that made, sorry, I just hit you guys. I did not mean to do that. That made 5 generations. And I also just moved my thing when I hit you. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry if I just made you wheezy. We have 5 generations, so, and they were all guys except the first generation. And my husband's great-grandpa had died, trying to think. It's when we were first married, so it was quite a bit before Garrett was born, but yep, 5 generations of guys. I'm just trying to tear some of this off. It's all right. Whoopsie, got a little off there. Whoopsie daisy. Anytime I say that, I'm reminded of Notting Hill, that movie. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, this one's too short at the tops, or instead of on the sides. Okay, there we go. And like I said, this is not going to be perfect, but I just like it matted a little bit. And I noticed that these were coming up. So let me do a little bit of gluing down. Back when fiber was a big thing, Is anybody else in love with fiber that's been scrapbooking for years? And eyelets. And I noticed that this is actually on vellum. This is a vellum. Okay. I think my pictures are down good enough. It's just, this one might be, oh. I don't know why some stick and others don't. Okay, so there's that one. All right, let's flip it over. Ooh, that's definitely, ooh, looky. Oh, that's like a glue dot or something. Oh, I bet something was there. I wonder if I can find something to put there. First off, I'm going to cut this off. And find a paper, and then I need to find something to put on that. Let's look at purples, I guess. First. My problem is I've recently purged a lot of paper that I probably could have used just because it was something that I didn't love. How about that? Or this one? Let's do this one. So I don't have a whole lot to choose from, but that's okay. And it's going to be the side. And you're going to see just a little bit of this flower over here, but I'm okay with that. Because this is a paper that I would probably never use. This is Garrett's first Easter. If you could see in that, or if you paid attention in the first, those first couple of pages, my son was born in January, January 2nd. So, and it's bigger than the paper. That's weird. I don't think I can cut off enough. Let me see. Let me just cut with scissors, and I think I'll cut into that egg, but that's all right. Did it? Back when paper piecing was a big deal, I wasn't very good at it, as you can tell by my eggs, because I can't cut straight. I'm not the best cutter. I had a student one time tell me that she was the best. She was awarded the best cutter in kindergarten, and so she just always bragged about how, and this is high school when she's telling me this, how she was the best cutter in her class back in kindergarten. Okay, that looks all right. I need to find something there, so give me just a second. Let's look at my greens. I'm thinking a button, because there's these buttons down here. I bought these containers off of Temu for these little embellishments. So, it's close. How about this one? It's not exactly, but I feel like it'll match well enough. And yes, I'm one of those people that do not care if I have naked buttonholes. Don't care. Okay, so there's that one. Now this is a 2-page spread, because there's no journaling on this one, but it is a 2-page spread. So I think there's journaling on the next page. So let's pull them out. Uh-oh, I'm going to need to back it too. Yep. I'm wondering if I should just leave it, because they're both glued on the same page. So if I cut it off, then I'm going to have to tear them up. And I just don't think I can. So I'm going to leave this one, because I don't want to rip both of these off of this paper, because this is pretty thin, and I'm afraid it will mess it up. Okay, so there is journaling, more pictures. Oh, these were so cute. But yeah, more paper piecing that wasn't done well. And then on the back, this one looks good. It looks like it's all still sticking down. Nothing's fallen off. Okay, so there's those. Next page. Uh-oh, something popped off when I was bringing it out for the back page. Okay, everything feels glued down. Red tape and little beads that I never use now because they just fall off. Oh, but there is not a date on this. Let's see, I can remember this is the, we were at my aunt and uncle's house. And we were there for the basketball state tournament. So that had to be March of 2021. Or 2021. No, 2001. So, okay. SEI paper from, it doesn't have a date on it. I still have that though. Okay, and this is Karen Foster paper, but this little thing came off right there. So I need to do a little gluing. This is quilling. I did not quill. I'm sure I got this in a swap. Okay. Anything else? I didn't do this either. Just saying if anything else was moving. This is my niece, who's, let's see, these two have passed away. Oh, little Bailey and Peyton. Oh my gosh, they were so little. Just so little. Okay. It's just so fun to see these. Oh, this is not a 12 by 12, is it? Nope, it is not. Okay, so we need to put this on. How about some blue? Let's bring out that blue. So we're just gonna do a blue cardstock. I need to go back and look. I have no idea when this was in my, unfortunately, I was not as meticulous about putting things in chronological order back then, which I am now, if you've watched. I don't scrapbook chronologically anymore, but my scrapbooks are, and it drives me nuts when they're not. Okay, there, that's better. And trying to guess if I can figure out when this was. No idea. We're playing a game. It's summer, probably, because they're wearing shorts. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm not even going to guess as to when. Oh, look. I've lost another one of those things. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. So there's those two. Okay. Next. Another one that both pages have been glued to this white, so it's just gonna have to stay. I'm not gonna tear it up again because it made, isn't this cute? I cannot, does anyone remember the company that made these 3D stickers? I loved those things. Those were one of the things that I bought, so many of them. And this is just cute little pictures of my little boy. Do you remember these? Anybody? Like I said, some of you guys were probably not even born when these were made. Okay, maybe, because you would be pretty young if you weren't born yet, but sorry, I noticed that it was crooked. There we go. Oh no, what was that? I don't know. Is that one even? Yep, or not even, is that one? Okay, we have some, I think they show the different sides of his personality and of course show how cute he has always been. Oh, he's just such a cutie. He's still a cutie. All right, and then on the back, summer sitter. This girl, I was taking classes at the time at a university in Oklahoma City, and so I needed someone that could go with me and watch Garrett while I was taking classes. 2001. Did I put 2001 on that one, or did I put 2011? 2001, okay. Anyway, and so this was her graduating and just some pictures with him. They all seem more of those stinky beads. Why did I think that looked good? Because it doesn't. But, okay. Next up. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one I tried to tear up and it's pretty much torn. So let's go ahead and, yep, this one's already torn off pretty much. So I'm gonna get some, let's do green, dark green for that. How would this one look? I'm actually trying to use up some cardstock because I have a bunch of old cardstock that I need to use up. This is NRN Designs. Don't remember that company. And this is super thin paper too. Oh, it's not. Not 12 by 12 that way either. Okay, there we go. All right, I have some. I was the class sponsor for the first year Arnett, but I became close to the class. Here I am with Jeannie Hunter and Candace Stinson, and then she wrote me a little note. These seem glued on there well. Okay, and this is May 2001 again. Okay. Then on the other side, ooh, things are definitely coming up. And I could cut this off and put it on. Let me see if I have any paper. Let's pull out the, let's start with yellow. And see if I have any that would look good behind it. Not quite bright enough, I don't think. That's some bright yellow. There's no orange. Not quite bright enough again. Well, that side might be. I think I will use that. Let me see if there's any other one that I like better. Okay. Whoops. Did I knock you around again? I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget and my chair hits my desk. All right, so let's put it on this. This is Photo Playboy's Rule. Let's cut. I don't know that I can. Let's cut it with scissors. I used to do the post-bound albums. And then I quickly learned that when you build them as big as I do, those don't work too well. So, or I shouldn't say quickly. I have a lot of post-bound albums. So I moved to 3 ring because it made it a lot easier. And look, shaker pocket, which I also do not do anymore. Although I did buy some sequins last night from Michelle at my little scrapbook store. And so I may be doing some, I was just saying the rest of this was glued. Brian and Cindy Elliott, Cancun, Mexico, senior trip at the beach. I don't have everybody else's names, but that'll be okay. I'm trying to remember if Julie, Jeannie, Candace. Yeah, I'm going to put their names. Julie Majors. I have terrible handwriting, but I'm too lazy to. Jeannie Hunter and Candace Denson, and then that was, I'm not going to put her last name again, and I think I'm spelling that wrong, but Jessica Hawthorne and Julie again. All right, there we go. Another one finished. Look at me go. All right, and so back in the good old days, we used to take senior trips. And so I would take kids to places like Cancun. We stopped that right before my oldest niece. She was the first class that did not get a school-sponsored senior trip, and that is why I started taking my nieces on senior trips, because I felt bad that she didn't get one. But yes, the sponsors, which I was the sponsor of the class of 2001, would help them raise money for 2 years when they were juniors and seniors. And then we would take them on a trip. And this was the last year they got to go to Mexico overnight. Thank goodness. Yep. After this year, they made them either take a cruise or stay in the United States. And I took, I guess just, did I take any? Oh, I took one more senior trip, and then I was the sponsor the year my daughter was born, and she was born in May, so I did not take that trip. So we went to Chichen Itza, Mayan ruins. It was amazing. May 2001. Yes, I cut the pyramid out in the shape of a pyramid, guys. Yes, I did. Okay, so there's that one. Next is this one. More Mexico. Let's see. I should put, this is Candace. Is that Candace? Oh, no, that's me and Jeannie. Dang, I was skinny. Wow. And that's also me and Jeannie again. So we'll put her down again. And this is May 2001. I know it's the same trip, so really I shouldn't need to put the dates on everyone. It's just something that I feel like I ought to do. Let's see. All these feel like they're down pretty good. Yeah. Oh, not that one. little tacos. These were probably a Jolie's Boutique set, if I'm guessing. All right, next up. Okay, this is one of my friends from college. When I was a bridesmaid in her wedding. So let me see. I think that's too bright. That's not the right color. Let's do this one. How about? That's pretty close, so we're going to use it. Or is that pink? Nope, that's that one. I was like, is that pink to back this? I see while I'm at it. Okay. She was one of my college buddies. I think I said college roommate. She wasn't my college roommate. She was just one of my English major buddies. Oh, there's a little something there. I have the date. I have who everybody is. All right, that one's good. Next up, I already know that this one was falling apart. The wedding was the summer after Garrett was born, and it was in Arkansas. And so my mom and my grandma went with me to help take care of Garrett while I was doing wedding things. Look at all these cute little things. I'm sure this was from a swap. Okay, is that good? I should put June 2001. And I'm pretty sure it was in Fort Smith, Arkansas, but I'm not going to put that down because I am not 100%. All right, next up is one that I really want to do something because I have always hated this title. I tried to be cool and use glue and then glitter to make the title, and it looks awful. You know what? I am going to put this aside, and I am going to come back. Actually, I wonder if I can take it off. I think I can. I'm going to do something with that title because, oh, looky there. And things are popping off. So I'm going to fix this one off camera because it's going to take me a while. All right, and then on the back is this very flimsy piece of paper. So I'm just going to put this, I'm just going to pull out a piece of cardstock that I might not use on something, but still kind of matches. But yeah, I'm going to, this is super flimsy. Let me, okay. Baby Garrett is blessed. Oop, that needs glued down. Daisy D paper, but it was so flimsy. I didn't realize I guess kind of all the paper back then was flimsy though. It wasn't such a big deal. All right, this needs glued down, I noticed. Anything else? I should probably, oh, I guess I'd put Bailey, Papa. That's my grandpa that's no longer with us. He died right before Emma was born. When I was pregnant with Emma, he died. Anyway, so, okay. And these are my little nieces. All right, that's good. Next up. Whoa, something fell out. Yep. Oh, there we go. That's on the back. All right. Yep, I don't think this one shares a page, so I'm not going to try to do anything. These are just random pictures of Garrett. So no journaling or anything. I don't know when it was. So on the back, I need to glue this letter back down. It popped off. Look, he's so cute. My blue-eyed boy. He is still a blue-eyed boy. Okay, everything else feels good. All right, moving on. All right, this is his, I used to take him to J.C. Penney's all the time. Not all the time, twice a year to get his portraits taken. He still is very photogenic, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, for a boy especially, he really is. I had a photographer tell me once that I should talk him into being a model because he's like super skinny and has those wide shoulders and narrow waist, and super skinny, super tall, wide shoulders, narrow waist. But he's like, I'm good, Mom. All right, so I'm gonna guess this was probably June or July. I wonder which one. I'm gonna say July, just because I usually did it at 6 months, and July would have been he would have been 6 months old. All right, so there's those. This one, more of that same photo shoot. Okay, that all looks good. Again, I guess I should say July. Okay, those were easy. I'm gonna guess this was a swap because I would not have made that. No way. Okay. Next up, maybe. Okay, it's a zoo page. Wow, I look very young and very skinny in that page. Let's see, is that 12 by 12? That's 12 by 12, but it is really flimsy, so I'm gonna pull out a brown to put that on. And this brown isn't very thick either, but it'll work just to give this a little backing. I don't know if I did those or not, to tell you the truth. 2001. I guess it's the summertime because we're in shorts and it looks like I'm sweating. Oh, it's a baby rhino. Oh, and that's when we had dolphins in the aquarium. We do not anymore. Okay, so there's that page on the back. I'm gonna cut this off and put it on something else. My kids used to look at these every now and then. They would just get in a mood and, whoa, that one. Hold on, while I'm thinking about it, this needs some glue, and this, I'm gonna put in glue in there because no one needs to be pulling it out. It's not like it has journaling or anything. Now this one does, so I'll leave that, but I bet Many Faces of Grandma. That's my nanny. She is still with us. She is 93. Trying to think. She turned 90 in 21. So, yep, that's my nanny. If you've been around, you've seen me scrapbook pages of Nanny and my kids, especially Emma. Okay, do any of these need glue down? I don't think so. Oh, and those are my little nieces that aren't so little anymore. In fact, couple of them have kids of their own now. Let's do orange because I don't do orange very often. I'm just going to do a, let's see, I need kind of a dusty orange. How would that look? Oh, I like that. Okay. It's just kind of fun going down memory lane sometimes. But yeah, I used to, my kids about once a year, or usually, actually, when I would finish a year and an album was complete, the scrapbook was completely done, they would sit down and look at it. But one, they're not around anymore. And so they don't do that so much anymore. Okay. Oh, this is the second page of that one. Ooh, do I have another piece of that orange? I should have been paying attention. Do I have another piece of that orange? Oh, I think I do. Yep. Okay. More pictures of Manani. Sorry, I have to be quiet while I cut or it's not going to go well. I'm that person who has to hold my mouth just right. Yep, sure enough. All right. Okay, and then I have some journaling over here about Manani. Okay, next page. Aw, bath time. And it has journaling and a date. All right. Yay. Next up, it's a page I'm just gonna have to probably leave on. This is us at a lake down in southeast Oklahoma. A whole bunch of families would go down there. It has the journaling. On the back is just Garrett at. Pictures of Garrett while we were at that lake. And that's good. I like those pages that go by so fast. All right, next up. Some more SEI paper, and everything looks good. It has the date. It does not have the name, so I should probably do that. Lynn Barnett. I about put her married name. Lindsay Brown, which I feel like I don't need to know their names, but someone else might. I am not, though, going to put, I'm trying to decide, that's Bailey and Courtney? Or Bailey and Amanda? Huh. That's a really good question. This is Peyton. I think it's Bailey and Courtney. I'm not going to put their last names because the people in my family know who that is. I already have all their names down. That's my brother. And I already have all theirs. All right. Oh, okay. This needs some glue on this vellum. And I know it's going to leave a little bit of a mark, but I would rather it stick than not. Okay. This is some super thin paper, so I again am going to pull some out. That's almost the same exact color. This is Memories Complete 2003. Okay, there we go. And let's see, Garrett. Bailey. Courtney. I was right, that was Courtney, because that's Amanda. Amanda. Bailey and Peyton. And Bailey, Peyton, Jordan, and Courtney. So my two nieces were about the same age as my two cousins, and people always thought that was weird, especially them. Their youngest sister is Emma's age, and so when I would tell people she was my cousin, they would be like, "Don't you mean niece?" And I'd be like, "No, I mean cousin." Okay. Oh, I just pulled something off. Trying to get it out of the page protector. There we go. Okay. This is vellum, and I'm just going to tack it on the corners. And this needs put on a piece of paper. I was a vellum fan back in the day, it appears, doesn't it? There are a lot of layouts with vellum. I think this was when vellum had just kind of become a thing in scrapbooking. And I apparently went with the trend. Imagine that, I still do. Okay, all that sound good? Yep, that all has information. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut this and back it. Let me see what kind of green I have. I have any that would, think about that, maybe, or this. I think I'll go with the houndstooth. And it is, I think, close to my heart, because they did this with this, I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know what to call it. On the back, whereas the pattern, it was the same color, but the pattern of it was glossy. Relief, maybe? I don't know what you would, like I said, I don't know what it's called. Okay. That's his frog shirt. It's funny because I was big on dressing my kids what I would call cute. You know, Gymboree. Anybody remember Gymboree? I don't think they're in business anymore. And that kind of stuff. And so now when I complain about my children always, because when it comes to clothes, my son is a girl. Like, he wants to look good all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can't really say anything because, yeah, it's my own fault. August 2001. Okay, So there's that one. And on this one is Fallen Apart. So this is my husband's grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. They're his grandfather has since passed away. His grandmother is still alive. She's the same age as my nanny, my grandma. But they are very no nonsense. They didn't want a big, to do. And so the family just went to the lake where they have a little house and had we went out to eat and they had a little celebration. A little party, a little champagne and presents. And I think everybody's name is on there. Yep. Except I spelled Sherry's name wrong, but that's okay. Everything else sticking. This. Janet Madison does the bin test, and that's kind of what I'm doing. Okay. There's that one. We're up top. Oh, no. Is there a date on that? Yes. We are up to October, guys, so we're getting close. The first one is a Halloween. Woohoo! It needs backed on. Let's just do I have a bright orange? I should. It'll work. This is a stamp station, it looks like. Stampin' station paper. Oh! Okay. Well, hold on a moment, kids. I gotta change out my tape. Maybe not. Come on, there we go. This is a very bumpy layout. Very bumpy. All right. Why did I turn the cardstock? Guys, I know that it's the same no matter which direction. I really do. Oh, that one needs it this way too. I really do. I'm not that clueless. Okay. And I'm going to guess that I'm going to know the date, so I'm not going to put it down. I think those are Jolie Boutique. Aren't they cute? My mom made his costume, which I probably should put that somewhere. Let's see. Garrett in his pig costume that my mom made. There we go. And I will just go ahead and put 10/31/01. All right. And then this one, oh, another shaker. And this is Thanksgiving, I know that. And that's Sally. Let's see. Thanksgiving. (2001). Even though it's not documenting Thanksgiving, I know that's when it is. The next page is documenting Thanksgiving. Oh, lots of stuff falling off the back. I don't know what this came off of. Okay, let's take this off this page. And let me see if I can find a Thanksgiving paper that would match. That I could back it. Let's see. I have one of these. That one would be all right. Let's do that one, I think. I don't have any like straight up Thanksgiving, so let's just do this one. Okay. You'll notice that, you know, I did pull one page to redo. I do not redo scrapbook pages very often. And that's because, guys, I don't have time. I don't really have time to, I have time to scrapbook, but I do not want to go back and redo these old pages. The only reason I'm doing that one is that title has literally bothered me since I made it, and because you're not even gonna see the, oh, I guess you are, and because it was kind of falling apart. That's the only reason I'm gonna redo that page. All right, Thanksgiving 2001. I'm not gonna put who all's in there because it should be pretty obvious. Aw, there's his Christmas portrait picture. I am going to glue these down. I don't know if they will stay glued down because, ooh, I mean, the ends feel okay, but that middle doesn't. Look, I used some pop dots. Look at me go. I love this picture of him with Santa in the back. That's just so cute. Oh, that's not glued down very well. Any other thing like that? I think the rest of it's okay. All right, we're getting into Christmas. His first Christmas, which he was almost a year old by this point, so. Okay, all right, we're gonna have to leave that one on. Well, it would pill up pretty quickly, pretty easily. Look at those old cut aparts, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this on a red. Let's see, what paper is this? MM Colors by Design. I do not remember it either. Let's see, is this dark enough? Really like it a little bit darker. Do you have anything darker? How about this? This one's a little darker. Oh, but that's, I don't want to, I hate to say this, I don't want to use my really good paper because, you know. Surely I have another dark red. Not really. That's red. Sorry, I'm off trying to find a piece of paper. I have some really ugly reds. How about this one? Yeah, that would be better. This paper is so thin and it's glossy. It is weird. I'm going to go through my tape runners pretty quick in this series. Okay, so it's staying. All right, so there's that one. Next up is this. Looks like it has everybody's, yep, has the necessary information. Next, oh, last ones, guys. Thank you for sticking with me if you have this whole time. Let's see. Brandon. I know everybody's gonna know who this person is, but that's my husband. Michael, Sherry, and Garrett. If you see me do photo shoot pages, she's the one that's married to the photographer. She is also a photographer. Courtney. Garrett and Grandma. And Mom. She's just Mom to me. That's Amanda. Garrett, that's, she's not in the family anymore. Taylor's mom, what's her name? I'm going to have to leave that one blank. I cannot remember her name. All right, next page is the last page, and that has journaling and Christmas 2001, and everything feels oops, nope, almost everything felt secure. Everything feels secure, and that is going to be it for the first album. Guys, thank you for watching this. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but I hope you enjoyed going back through an old album and seeing the cringe-worthy layouts back in the day and the old product from back in the day, and watched me make sure things are all good for future people that hopefully will go through my scrapbooks. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.